Hey everyone, this is Video Game Fan 1999 here, and I'm back once again for another gameplay on Sonic Racing CrossWorlds for the Nintendo Switch. Last time I played for the Pumpkin Grand Prix, and we had a very good time on that. So now we're going to jump right into the next Grand Prix on this game, and we'll see how that goes in just a moment. But before we get started, I do have a special guest joining with me, in which I once again got a Video Game Fan 96 with me.
That's correct.
So anyways, with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get right on into this, and we'll see how well we do. Alright, so anyways, let's go into Grand Prix. And what character are we going to play with this time, Dominic?
Well, this time around, I think it'd be a good idea for you to play as Jet time.
Oh, Jet! That sounds very good. And we're basically using one of the Babylon Rogues characters from the Sonic Riders series. And for that reason, it's only right that we gotta put Jet on his extreme gear for this one, which is basically the Type J Lota. Alright, so anyways, let's choose normal speed once again. And looks like our rivals that we got this time are Blaze and Wave. And like before, I want to stick with an easier rival level, just so we can try to get through this as simple as possible. So we're going to choose Blaze as our next rival. Alright, so anyways, up next in terms of the Grand Prix that we're going to be doing this time, we're going to do the Coral Grand Prix. And the tracks that are included for this one are Urban Canyon, Market Street, and Coral Town. So anyways, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right on into it and see what happens.
Now, for the first track, I don't know if that's based on anything or if it's an original track. But Market Street, well, that did appear in Team Sonic Racing. That is based on Rooftop Run from Sonic Unleashed. And Coral Town, I don't know if this is original track or not, but I'm assuming that is based on one of the Coral levels.
I detest thieves and
First Adventure, but even I don't even know.
You will race me with dignity. Understood?
And to those who don't know, Blaze originated from Sonic Rush in 2005 on the DS. So yeah, so there's a bit of a fun fact for you guys to know.
Alright, anyways, let's get going here. But yeah, for Urban Canyon that we're starting off with right here for this Grand Prix, I'm very much unaware right here if this was in a Sonic game before right here, or if it's completely new right here in this kind of game. The scenery right here for this place is just unfamiliar to me.
Yeah, to those who don't know, basically, I actually prefer the extreme gear over the cars. Take that as what you will.
But yeah, it's so cool that they have the extreme gears on this kind of Sonic racing game right here. They were definitely a lot of fun to use in the good old days with the Sonic Riders games. And for the fact that they are here in a Sonic racing game, that really does make things very exciting for me, since I've been a long-time fan of Sonic Riders myself, basically with the original and Zero Gravity that I do have.
And the reason why I prefer the extreme gear over the cars is because it takes me back to the Sonic Riders and Zero Gravity days. Not so much on Sonic Free Riders, because because that game is not very good to begin with. Especially because the Kinect thing. I mean, as Sonic Free Riders, I mean, like even if the game did require a Kinect sensor, it's still my least favorite of all the Sonic games. Considering that the scenes look as similar as a PowerPoint presentation, considering the fact that the cutscenes are not even animated. Kind of, you know, someone reminds me of Sonic Rivals 1 and 2, but not really. So yeah, it takes me back to those good old days of that. And also, this is the closest we're gonna get to a new Sonic Riders game, considering the fact that Sonic Free Riders killed the Sonic Riders series.
Yeah, it's at least not too bad right here in this case. But yeah, there hasn't been a new Sonic Riders game for over 15 years right now. I really would love to see a new one in the future, possibly, but I'm not really too sure if they're really going to do it right now in this case. But just for now, this is just pretty close to what we can get for a new Sonic Riders, even though it's not completely new. It's just part of a Sonic racing game after all, like I was saying.
For a game called Sonic Free Riders, the game sure as heck isn't free.
Yeah, and most certainly is not. Alright, but anyways, putting all that aside, we do start off with a win in first place.
You thought you could beat me?
So now I have collected all the red rings on this track right here, which is very sweet.
I'll have to check my save file later, but I know for a fact that I don't have all the red star rings. I don't know which ones I found, you know, but that's kind of why I kind of wish you could have single races. So this way I can choose the track I want to go to get the red star rings. Granted, I know I could just look it up online, which I think we'll plan on doing, considering I don't know where the rest of them could be. And I'm also well aware that I probably could just do this thing to where I just restart the round if I can't find them, but yeah, still, it's just some of those red star rings got me stumped. Like for example, on East Stadium, basically the very first track of the game, for example, Flex red star ring, if I'm not mistaken, kind of got me stumped a little bit until I saw a giant ring, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute, and then I went in that not red star ring, I went in that giant ring, and that was when I found red star ring from there. So yeah, some of these red star rings are pretty hard to find.
Yeah, some of them can be pretty simple out there, but others not so much. Basically, the red rings that are pretty tough to find out here, they really must not be kidding around with them.
This can't be how
Because I think the last red star ring on this one, I think it's oh yeah, as you guys can clearly see on the right, yeah, Sweet Mountain does make a return, which is basically one of the CrossWorlds, and Sweet Mountain is probably one of my favorite locations in Sonic Colors, along with Aquarium Park, yes, Aquarium Park, and Planet West.
Yeah, I say all those locations in Sonic Colors, from what I do remember, are certainly very awesome. But anyways, we're at Kraken Bay right here for the second lap after I chose a random track.
Which has already established how many videos back is this is basically based on Pirates from Sonic the Secret Rings. I don't know why my brain was thinking of it for some reason, but yeah, so that's what it's based on.
I will say, from what I remember out of Pirate Storm on Sonic and the Secret Rings, that really has such good music.
Oh
Yeah, this Pirate Storm is all over my favorite songs in Sonic the Sea Rings. Whatever that song is called. But especially Rock the Place. Mainly because Rock the Place is basically a song that Colton Armani, that 456 used, in his intros and his videos. But sadly, yes, there's a giant right there. But unfortunately though, Colby, he doesn't really do gameplay videos anymore from what I've seen. And now today, his video have like weird titles and everything now. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, speaking of Commander Mine 456, I was a really big fan of him in the past, as his gameplay videos really turned out very amazing for what he did, especially with his Sonic Let's Plays that he did. It's a shame that he hasn't been doing very much YouTube content in recent years, but from what I remember out of his videos in the past, he really did a good job with them. Anyways, got another win in first place right there.
I believe the last gameplay video he did, I think, was on Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and after that he stopped. I'm gonna try not to talk about that for the rest of the video or videos or whatever. But all I'm gonna say is I hope that Kobe stays safe.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's just really been a long time since he last did some Let's Plays on his channel, from what I recall. Anyways, time to go to Coral Town for our third race. By the way, since we were talking about the Extreme Gears earlier right here, and how exciting it is that they put those into the game as playable vehicles, they actually do have an Extreme Gears free DLC that you can get, which is the Blue Star. And for those of you who are aware of the Sonic Riders games that I have played before on my channel, that was basically Sonic's Extreme Gear. And yeah, it's definitely very sweet that you can get that as free DLC in this game. Now, when this first came out, it was actually a paid DLC, but for people that didn't get it, or who are here just yet, for those of you who do have the game, you guys are in luck, because you can now basically get it for free, which is definitely very exciting.
I'll have to check my PS4 to see if the DLC is even available, or if it came in a free update or whatever, because I don't remember seeing it, or at least on my save file. But I forgot what I was gonna say originally. But I will say that it is still kind of cool, regardless of such that, yeah, Blue Star is the game. Because you know, like in Sonic's main vehicles, you know, it's like you gotta get it out there, you gotta do it. You gotta give them that. Especially in the original Sonic Riders, where there was a Blue Star 2, which basically Tails made because of what Wave did by putting a bomb or whatever on Sonic's original Blue Star. But oh wow, that was a good dodge. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, what can I say? You know, the Extreme Gear I think is really cool. I mean, I kind of wish they had a lot more Extreme Gears on here, because from my personal save file, it seems that there isn't a whole lot of Extreme Gears to choose from. So all you can really do is just, you know, change the color and stuff. I don't know. That's fun, you know.
Yeah, this is the cool thing that I really do like about this game too. You can basically customize different kinds of vehicles and make them any kind of color you want right here. So if there's a certain color that you guys are into that you want to have on a certain vehicle, you guys are more than welcome to do that as an option. Alright, got our win first place once again.
whatever reason you want Sonic's Speedster's lightning vehicle, it had to be pink for some weird reason, then hey, you can do that.
Yeah, having different
you can also change. You can also put decals on the vehicles too, which is cool as well.
Yeah, that's another great thing you could do in terms of customization. But yeah, having different paint colors to choose from right here for what you can customize really does provide a lot of good options right here for what you can do for your own customization for a vehicle. Anyways, time to go into the final race right now for this Grand Prix, in which we are, of course, going through all the previous tracks one by one for each lap.
No longer hold back.
Oh yeah, we'll see about that place, because I'm going to take you down so good.
And then Blaze gets in first place. I'm just kidding. You didn't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but only one way to find out, of course.
Blaze at level was basically level 4 or whatever. That made she had more of a chance, but I do have a high confidence that maybe the next minute level 2 level here, since she's only level 3. Like I said, at level 1, the CPU is gonna do a good job. It has it all depends on the items you get or on the items that the AI gets too. But I do know at level 10, or I do know I think it's like level 5, and level 5 or level 6 or higher, when it feels like that the AI cheats. The reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes I feel like when I'm on like level 5 or level 6 or higher or whatever, sometimes I feel like I get hit with items constantly, and on top of that, it seems that the AI, they can go faster than you. I don't know, that's just based on what I can tell from my experience. No, I'm following you guys, but that's how I feel. But the thing of it is, sometimes it's a good idea to raise the difficulty. Yeah, sure you'll have harder CPUs, but you'll receive more non-pop tickets if you manage to beat the rival in a higher difficulty setting. And considering how this game is pretty grindy in terms of non-pop tickets, well, maybe it's good. Maybe you can change the high difficulty if you so wish. Some players, they're not gonna want to hit, which is understandable. Some players are gonna want to have a good time, and that's understandable. Not everybody wants to go all hard.
Yeah, no way we were gonna avoid that right here, whoever used it.
The King Boo is basically the Blue Show as already established. Kind of like the Blue Spear thing, the Crash Team Race National Fuel, that also worked as the Blue Show as well. With King Boo, yeah, the only way you can dodge that is, well, at least in your first place anyways, the only way you can dodge that is if you use the shield. That's the only way you can dodge it.
Oh boy, we're getting slimed out here.
Just to keep things nice and quick, I hope you guys also change your clocks ahead or whatever, because I honestly forgot about that when I woke up this morning. So definitely make sure that you set your clocks properly.
Yeah, that is correct, because the day that this video is being recorded is actually the beginning of daylight savings time. So if you haven't done so already, like what Dominic is saying, make sure to set your clocks forward 1 hour right here. It says it did start. But with all that aside, we do finish things off with a win in first place, and we also do get a perfect 63 points as well.
Well done. Let us race again sometime.
Yeah, that was a good competition, Blaze. And another check mark right there for being a rival. Alright, let's get into the award ceremony right now.
That's why I'm the legendary Wind Rider.
Yeah, that's basically what Jack calls himself right there, if you guys are unaware of him in the Sonic Riders games. But yeah, I really am into his victory music right here, which, if you guys may know his main theme from the Sonic Riders games, it's Catch Me If You Can. So anyways, that concludes it for another Grand Prix, and I certainly really enjoyed this one after how well we did out there. I really did enjoy it a whole lot. But yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for my gameplay on the Coral Grand Prix on Sonic Racing CrossWorlds for the Nintendo Switch. But there are still a few more Grand Prix left to play for right here, so stay tuned for more of them coming soon as well. And thank you once again to Video Game Fan 96 for joining me for this.
Yep, no problem.
So anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.